Hello, and welcome to the first 2017 episode of Furries in the Media, the series that takes a look at video clips that feature furries and reviews them based on how the furry fandom is represented. I'm your host, Abergwine, and today, let's take a look at MTV's take on the furry fandom. You mean Sex 2K? No, not that one. We've already done that one, and besides, it's a brand new year. Let's have a fresh outlook for 2017 with MTV's Owning It.
The furry fandom is an online community of people who are interested in creating animal characters with human personalities.
That is probably one of the best definitions of furries that I think we've heard in this series. Great start!
Furries will often meet in costume to roleplay their characters, attend conventions, and talk online about all things furry.
I think it's good that they say that furries often meet up in costumes instead of trying to imply that furries always meet up in costumes. Also note that the wording of that statement seems to help remove itself from the misconception that every furry has a fursuit.
My persona is an Arctic wolf. She's really eccentric. She is crazy, loud, and hyper, things I normally can't be.
My persona is Buckshot. He's kind of just your average domestic goat that you would find on any farm.
Our characters love horseback riding, going to a shooting range, or drawing, painting.
They might just be sitting around doing nothing and snuggling.
Or smoking a hookah.
As Kidda herself said, her persona is able to be someone that she normally can't be. I think being involved in the furry fandom allows individuals to have an outlet for the various facets of their personalities that they normally can't indulge.
The first thing we wanted to do was nuzzle, or in the furry community it's called boop. B-O-O-P is when you just boop. Your noses, they just touch. It's a furry thing. It's just how you say hello.
The definition of boop seems to be her personal interpretation, more so than anything MTV has spun. I personally don't consider the boop to be the universal greeting of the fandom or anything, but I can't argue that it's not absolutely freaking adorable. Boop my nose and you die.
Being in the online furry community is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It's like logging on to something and everyone is your friend. Being in a fursuit gives me self-esteem. It makes me feel pretty. Because I was a furry, I was given a family. I was given an area to just fit in and just feel loved by people.
This doesn't necessarily mean that furries don't feel good about themselves outside of the fandom, or that they don't have any other places where they feel they can be accepted. People want to belong. I think it's something that's just hardwired into us as human beings, and the furry fandom provides that place to belong for some people.
Look at us, we're an Arctic wolf and a goat. I mean, that's awesome.
Pretty soon I'm gonna be spending the rest of my life with him as of next year. When I'm walking down the aisle and when I'm up there at the altar, I want to be able to look out and see all of their fursuits and actually see my friends.
I'm very excited about marrying my winter queen.
We've actually thought about what our child would look like in the furry community. She would actually be a wolf-goat hybrid, which is kind of weird. You don't really know what to call that. A furry family sounds amazing and fun, but even if my, child wasn't a furry, I would still consider us a furry family.
I love that they're showing a happily engaged couple who have big plans for their future. Being a part of the furry fandom doesn't have to put a person's life on hold. Let's take a look at the review stats. Information accuracy is 100%, and the spirit of the clip is also 100%, giving us a total score of 100%. Congratulations, MTV! And now time for my thoughts. This video clip shows marked improvement from the last time we saw anything from MTV featured in this review series. The biggest improvement I see is the fact that they've allowed the furries to speak for themselves rather than trying to weave an elaborately salacious narrative just to bring in views. Honestly, if I had to wager a guess as to how this video was put together, I'd say that the interview footage was obtained through a video call, and then the show's creators made it into a cohesive story and added in visuals to enhance the storytelling. I love that they used animated sequences instead of live-action footage, because it better illustrates the world that people's personas live in better than just showing people running around in fursuits. Personas exclusively exist within the realm of imagination, and since creativity is a huge part of the furry fandom, I feel that the show's use of animated sequences does a much better job of capturing that spirit, rather than just showing a rough facsimile of this concept. To the creators of Owning It, and especially to MTV, I wanted to say thank you for promoting positive imagery of our fandom. We definitely appreciate it. But before we finish this episode, I wanted to give one last shout out to Kidda and Buckshot. Congratulations on y'all's engagement, and I wish you two the very best of luck. Well, that's it for today's episode of Furries in the Media. Have fun, stay awesome. Bye-bye!